Hello friends. Welcome to the X Health channel. It is believed that the vacuum exercise helps to train the inner abdominal muscles. That is why many trainers recommend including them in the training program for everyone who wants to get rid of extra centimeters on the waist. After all, the fat layer in this area is present even in the most naturally slim people, even if only to a small extent. Vacuum can really help to reduce the circumference of our waist, and thanks to that our stomach will not sag involuntarily but on the contrary will tone up and tighten. Vacuum is a special exercise that has its roots in ancient yoga, but today this exercise has been given new life and is becoming increasingly popular. The fact is that the transverse muscle is like a natural athletic girdle, and in people who do not practice vacuum, the transverse muscle is weak and stretched, and so the abdomen of such people hangs uncontrollably. But if we practice this exercise, then the transverse muscle becomes into tone, becomes elastic, and really tightens the appearance of our abdomen. Creating a vacuum in the abdomen helps to reduce the waistline, correct posture, increase lung volume, and strengthen the inner abdominal muscles, so it will come into tone and tighten. Even the great Arnold Schwarzenegger claimed that it was the vacuum that allowed him to achieve maximum results in drawing the abs and creating a narrow waist. In this video we will talk about what will happen to your body if you do a vacuum, as well as how to do it correctly so that you don't make mistakes and get injured. So watch the video till the end, it will be very interesting and useful. By the way, friends, subscribe to the channel and push the bell, do not miss new videos. So, if we train our stomach with vacuum, it's a great way to strengthen our abs, in other words the rectus abdominis muscle, give it a taut look, and also protect our internal organs, and additionally improve our posture. The peculiarity of this exercise is that it works not only the external abdominal muscles, that is our abs, which we can pump with other exercises, but also the underlying abdominal muscles. A good plus of this exercise is that it does not require any special equipment. Training the transverse abdominal muscles is useful not only from an aesthetic point of view. Vacuum will help improve our physical health and get our body in shape. In addition to improving our physical form, also exercise vacuum and beneficial to our digestive system, because thanks to it improves the work of our gastrointestinal tract, solves problems with irritable bowel, bloating and weak digestion. The lymphatic system is also normal because the movement of our lymph depends on the work of our muscles. And of course our blood circulation, because vacuum gives a special blood flow to our abdomen and also to the small pelvis, which greatly improves the functioning of the organs of this area. What is better, vacuum or regular abs exercises? To perform the exercise effectively, you must learn to retract the abdomen by engaging the internal muscles. The transverse abdominal muscle is located under the internal oblique muscle, so it is not easy to reach it. During classic abs exercises, such as lying curls, the transverse muscle is not engaged. This raises the question, is it possible to replace abs exercises with a vacuum? You cannot replace them, but you can do both in conjunction to achieve better results in a shorter time. And now let's talk about the technique of vacuum and how to do it correctly. We take the initial position. There can be several starting positions. The starting position is recommended to all beginners and to people who do not do any sports before. The starting position is when we are on our knees and rest our hands on the floor. This position helps to relax our abs. For people who are a little bit more experienced and advanced, we can take this position. When we sit on our knees, we lean the body slightly forward and rest our hands on the floor or on our knees. You have to do it with your hands because it relaxes your stomach, and for beginners it's important to relax your stomach so that you can feel the movement better. And more advanced people can do this exercise standing without leaning on anything. So, one more time, the beginners kneel and put their hands on the floor, a little bit the more advanced kneel and put their hands on their knees, the more advanced do standing without leaning on anything. We begin to breathe slowly and deeply, to ventilate our lungs, to pump oxygen into our system. Then we take a very deep breath in and a very deep exhale, after which we pull our belly in. We try to hold this state for a few seconds. You don't have to hold it until you lose your pulse completely and your eyes go dark, especially if you are a beginner. Excessive hypoxia is not good for you. It is not necessary every time to set yourself a goal to last as long as possible. Such an approach will do you more harm than good. We do not force our workout, we do it quietly. A few deep breaths, full exhalation. Retracted the stomach. Hold for a few seconds, let go. Breathe out. Again a deep breath in. Exhale. Stomach in. Hold it in for a few seconds. It is necessary to perform 5 to 10 approaches with small pauses in between. If you find it difficult to perform this exercise, then there is another position that will suit you. It is in the position lying on your back. We lie on our back and bend our legs at the knees and do everything exactly the same way. Inhale, exhale, hold, rest. 5 to 10 repetitions. For those people who practice vacuum regularly and progress in it, it is advisable to make it more difficult. We make it more difficult by changing the position of the body. If we, for example, started from the position lying on the back and practiced for a few weeks, then after that we may move to the position on all fours, and after a few weeks of practice we may move to the position with the hands on the knees, and then we may move to the position standing. But don't go straight to standing, it won't do us any good. We have to learn to relax our abs, to pull them in effectively, engaging the inner muscles, which are usually not used in our ordinary life and in ordinary training. The transverse muscle is located very deep under the internal oblique muscle, and it's very difficult to get to it. If you just pump your abs, it doesn't work. The whole logic is that we switch off our abs by leaning our hands on something, and by doing that we reach our transverse muscle to do the vacuum. And how often and at what time should this exercise be done? The main recommendation is to do it in the morning on an empty stomach. Thus, you will get the maximum effect. Sometimes you can hear the recommendation to do this exercise several times a day. But it may be too much, because any muscle requires rest. It is better to do this exercise no more than once a day, or maybe even every other day. Of course, a very good bundle would be vacuum plus a set of abs exercises. This will give the effective synergy and maximum effect. So if you want to reduce your waist circumference, improve your posture, relieve stress, increase your lung volume, and work your abs to look healthier and better, all while improving the blood supply to our internal organs, then doing a regular vacuum is what you need. Have you ever done a vacuum? Or maybe about to start doing one? Write in the comments, share, it would be interesting. And if you like this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.